Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and I'm here with my weekly WIP and Chat, and I have a co-host by popular request, and that's my mom.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
A lot of you very sweetly call her Mama Washi. You do have another name, but it's okay if you want to keep that a secret identity. But anyway, yes, we're here for a weekly WIP and Chat. I do these every Monday morning, and we're just going to be chatting your ear off for the next hour or so, talking about life, diamond painting, and Halloween and more. So we have some questions from you guys from last week's WIP and Chat that I have to ask my mom to get her thoughts on. So feel free to pull out a project to work alongside us. WIP stands for Work in Progress. We're both going to be doing diamond painting things. What are you going to be working on?
I am working on a kit from DIY Diamond Delights. It's called Strawberry Chocolate Dessert, and here are 3 that I have finished. They are adorable.
So
and I'm
cute.
just starting the 4th. It's a kit of 9.
So
and it's
cute.
very cute. Very happy.
It's travel friendly too.
Yes.
And I'm going to be kitting up this kit from ArtDot, which I unboxed, and that video went up today, the day we're recording it Sunday. It's called Cozy Reading and is by Simone Grünewald, and I've been itching to work on an ArtDot kit for a hot second here. I have recently been showing some unboxings from them. They've been sending me some stuff, and I really, really like when it's a new to me company, when I'm not just doing unboxings. It's like, no, I want to work on a kit. Let's really get down to the nitty gritty of what is this company like? What do we think? Because an unboxing only tells you so much. And that's always been a value I've had on my channel, is like, I really, really badly want to work on as many different kits from as many different companies as possible. And review them. So that's what we're finally going to do with this one. So I'm going to be kitting it up today. And I'm hoping, because there's a good amount of color blocking, that it's going to go pretty quickly. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted for sure. Especially because there's like a whole lot of discourse surrounding the gapping on these square drill ArtDot kits. Like ArtDot is saying as of their... Sorry, I'm setting stuff out of frame. There's so much stuff on the table over here. They're saying that they've fixed the gapping issue with their grids, but it's like the proof's in the pudding. We got to see how it actually is, right? So anyway, this is the kit. You guys can't see it, but I'm just showing my mom.
Oh, that is pretty.
Isn't
that is
that
really
cute?
cute. Yes.
That's really cute.
I love kits with books in them.
Right? we both reach for a lot of kits that have books in them. I was just debating the other day, because I'm trying to go through my diamond paintings that I own and figure out what can I pare down, what can I get rid of and de-stash. What is Scout growling at? He's grumbling at something over there.
The cat's over there.
Yeah, he's acting like there's a toy that's out of his reach or something. I don't know.
Adam just put headphones on.
Yeah, we'll see. Hey, Adam. The dog is grumbling at something. Are you able to check and see?
No, it's
okay.
sorry. It just
it's
started.
Fine. It'll be fine. I'll run over if I need to. This is how WIP and Chats go. We're very informal here. But anyway, so get this out, get the noise out of the way. And yeah, so my mom is in town from Ohio, and actually my dad is too, but he is currently in bed. He's sleeping because he is sick. Do you hear my voice? Yeah, Micah shared this with me, and then I shared it. One of us shared it with my dad, which I felt terrible about, and Mom thinks she's just maybe barely holding it off.
I'm working. I'm fighting it.
Yeah.
I'm a little froggy and a little sore throat, but otherwise I'm fighting it off.
Oh, it says toy. Alright, here we go. We really hope you guys are staying healthy, because it is the season for bugs galore.
Yes.
It's an illness galore. Well, at least these are in DMC orders, so this will make kitting up go a little bit more easily. So yeah, hi, how are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. And I'm glad that my voice is somewhat back to normal. I hated having to miss making so many videos last week, but if you watched my Friday videos, you'll know why. My voice was even worse the few days before that, and I know I should have had like videos in reserve ready to go, but as my mom can attest, I'm busy.
She has been busy.
It is hard to keep up with all the things, and I have not had the chance to get ahead. It's like all I can do is just stay on top of what I do have. So just doing the best that I can, but hopefully I'll be able to get back to it this week because I feel like my voice really is finally on the upswing here. But I don't know, Mom, how's your trip been so far?
Our trip started in Portland. We were visiting our son, so we spent 5 days in Portland and did some fun things there, some touristy things, and then we've been here. We got here Tuesday and have just been enjoying our time with the kids and trick-or-treating and trying to stay healthy and get healthy, and just done some diamond painting and lots of visiting.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like it harkens back to like family trips growing up, because I always got sick whenever we went on family trips.
She did.
So
the joke was she's been in an emergency room or an urgent care in every state between where we live and anywhere that we went.
Oh gosh. Well, and I feel like Connor's taking after me a little bit. Connor went down today, finally. He caught it. He managed to avoid it for over a week. Because Micah started this whole train like over a week ago, and Connor's was staying healthy, and then today ended up with like a low-grade fever by the end of the day, and it was like, well...
And he's coughing.
So it's like, I'm just hoping it doesn't hit him as hard as it did me.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Yeah, Halloween was a lot of fun though. At least we were all, except for Dad, we were all able to go trick-or-treating, which was a lot of fun.
Weather was perfect.
It was perfect. The kids went as, Connor went as a ninja. I had found that costume at Party City that ended up working out really, really well, and he loved it. And Micah went as a traffic light again. He really, really wanted to wear his same costume from last year, and it still fit. And he was so excited to wear it for the Halloween parade at school and on trick-or-treat night itself. Though trick-or-treat night ended up going a little bit sideways in a couple of ways. So Micah, well, this is an ongoing thing that we're working on troubleshooting, like with a pediatrician, and we have a referral to an orthopedic and stuff. But Micah has this like kind of issue where when he's like super active for longer periods of time, does lots of walking and stuff, sometimes his hip will kind of bother him, and he has a little bit of a hard time walking. Like he just gets, those muscles get really tired or something. And that happened a lot sooner into trick-or-treat than we were expecting. And then Connor had a minor, I'm not going to go into details for sake of his privacy, just like a minor, like, okay, we needed to get him home as quickly as possible. And so my mom, being the saint that she was, takes off to walk back to our house to get the car to drive out and pick up Micah and Connor. And so that Micah can rest, we get Connor back to the house. But you know what? It worked out okay.
It all worked out. They got lots of candy. Everybody was happy.
Everyone was happy. Connor got to go back out and do a little more trick-or-treating. He wasn't upset. And Micah was good. He was like, no, I'm ready to be done. So, they were really cute at the Halloween parade at school too.
Yes.
When, because the way that they do it is it's basically like one big loop, like all the classes take chairs out to watch. And everyone will see everyone else. And every year when we've gone, since the kids have both been at this school, they just get so excited when they see each other. And Micah just lit up when he saw Connor and started giving high fives and everything. It was really cute. I think there were at least 3 dozen variations of Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
I saw a really good like baby Saja costume. This apparently clearly homemade, and a few like other Saja boys. It was cute. I was impressed. Parents that pulled it together. Now here's a question for you guys, because we were just talking about this the other day, but trick or treat where you live. And I discovered how regional this is. Trick or treat where you live. Is it always on Halloween no matter what? Or is it on a different day? Because was it always this way growing up? It was always on, I don't want to say our hometown name obviously, but like it was always on like a Thursday, yes. Right?
No, when I grew up, it was always on Halloween.
Okay.
But we had set hours. And different towns did different hours. Where the town that Katie grew up in, it was always on the Thursday before Halloween.
And it was, people are like, when I moved out here, and I remember the first time we were going to be doing something trick-or-treat related, and I asked someone, so when is Halloween? When is trick-or-treat out here? And they just looked at me like I had two heads, and they were like, Halloween? And I was like, okay, because it wasn't on Halloween where I grew up. And they're like, why wouldn't it be on Halloween? It was a safety thing, right?
Safety. They thought there was more traffic and more cars on the weekends. And then on Halloween itself, in case any of the weirdo, scary stuff happened, they didn't want the kids out for that. And we lived out in the country, so everybody brought their kids into town. So there were a couple hundred kids in town on the street.
And it was, everyone basically went down like kind of the main street there.
Main street.
So, but I just thought it was so funny. There's so many different things that when I moved out here that I thought, I was like, oh, this experience is not universal. That was one of those, and it just made me laugh. But it's like once I explained like, oh no, it was a safety thing, people are kind of like, oh, okay. Sounds like the Midwest. In an affectionate way, not in like a disparaging way. So yeah, I don't know. So for you guys, if you're listening and feel like commenting, what's your experience been like? And if you feel like sharing regionally where you are, I'm curious how regional this is. Or how much is just like the size of your town or whatnot. But out here, it seems like everywhere it's just on Halloween. There's trunk or treat type events on the weekends, but just neighborhood trick or treat is Halloween. So, so what are your thoughts so far on your kit that you're working on? This is your first kit from this company.
It's nice. I just finished Autumn Waterfall, which took me almost 2 months.
But you finished it before the end of Drills and Chills.
I did, but I started it a couple days before because I knew we were coming out here.
Right.
So I'm not eligible for the grand prize. But I did finish it a couple days before we came out. So this is refreshing. Doing a little one, it takes me about an hour to do one of these, and they're cute and happy, and it's nice. And they're travel friendly.
It's really cute. I like the special drills in those too. There's some of those like glimmery ones.
Yes, there are 15 special drills in this kit.
And that shop owner is so sweet. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's really nice. And she's one of those that's like really receptive to feedback too. Okay. So like if you were to mention to her, if you want me to mention to her like, oh, it was kind of low on a couple of the drill colors, she might even already know. But
that's my only issue. The drills have been nice, not trash prone at all, but a few of my colors I've had to almost count out if I was going to have enough, and I'm only halfway done with the kit.
Yeah. Crossing fingers.
Yes.
You're good on the rest of them. Yeah, so Autumn Waterfall. Why don't you tell us your thoughts on that one? Because I feel like people will really empathize with it and relate to kind of your experience of like a kit that you were really excited about and thought you were going to love going into it.
And Katie did warn me. I bought it from her D-stash, and she asked me, are you sure? It's beautiful if you look it up. It's discontinued now, but it is beautiful. but it has a huge amount of background and confetti, muted browns and navies and burgundies that are no shapes at all. It's just background. And I don't like that. So that was tough for me.
Yeah.
I had to kind of plow through and get it done. But it is gorgeous. The finished product is beautiful.
Really pretty. Yeah, so it's a scene that's like, they're in a forest, and it's mostly like trees and shadows and stuff, and like all around the edges and stuff. And then there's like a pool of water, and there's a waterfall. And the prettiest part about it is there's this really gorgeous fairy standing there. And then these little like fairy bubbles like in the water. But that's like a tenth of the piece is those really pretty parts. So that's tough when you're really looking forward to something, and the artwork genuinely is beautiful, but just the experience of working on it. And then once you're into it, you're like, uh-oh.
Right.
Do I, like, what does throwing in the towel even look like? Do I power through?
I thought about not finishing the parts of just not doing the outside edges, because I don't do anything with my paintings, and I thought, who would know? But I would know.
Yeah. You're like, on principle, I have to.
Yes. But it is beautiful, but I will not do a landscape after doing that.
It's like mother, like daughter.
Won't do it.
It was so funny. There were a couple of different people that commented. There was that really pretty piece from Diamond Art Club that released this past weekend that was by one of my top favorite artists of theirs, Margaret Morales. Gorgeous portrait, but it's all greens and it's plants. And I had more than one person like comment and or tag me and be like, well, I know why Katie didn't get this as a sneak peek this week because I talk so much at this point. Like, it's become a whole thing about how I just don't tend to enjoy working with a lot of greens and plants. It's just got to be really specific circumstances. But I don't know. I keep feeling like there are certain landscapes and there are certain pieces that it's like, that might be the one, because every once in a while it's happened. Like this beautiful piece called Hope Runs Deep by Chuck Pinson. I did in 2020, and I loved that piece. I would do it all over again. But I did like two other Chuck Pinson pieces that were such a slog.
Yeah,
even
he does landscape.
Yeah.
Most of his are landscapes.
Yeah. Well, I think one of my goals for 2026, I think I really actually want to do a Bonnie White kit.
Oh, one of my favorites. I haven't done one yet.
I know.
But she is one of my favorite artists. I have
Which
at least two kits.
Do you? Okay.
I have Peace on Earth, and I have the one with the balloons over America.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I have those two. Maybe I'll work on one of those next.
Because I feel like those are landscapes with some color blocking. There's so much going on.
Yes, that's what I like, is lots going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mind confetti.
Right.
Not at all if it's making something.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's just making background, that's not interesting at all.
Yeah. And it's funny, like, as you were debating on whether or not you wanted to even finish Autumn Waterfall, I'm the first person to tell people, if you're not loving working on a kit, it's not worth it. Like, throw in the like, just either put it away or don't feel guilty about tossing it, because life's too short to work on a kit you don't love.
Have you ever tossed a kit that you didn't love?
Yes.
Did really? I'm surprised.
To be fair, I didn't throw them away. They're on literal indefinite hiatus, and I don't see myself ever going back to them. I'm trying to think. There's at least two. There's at least two I can think of. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. There's at least two I can think of. One I did talk about. Oh no. Oh, it's making that. I think I grabbed. Hold on. I think I might have put the wrong color in there.
Uh-oh.
Let me check. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull these bags out. So I go on autopilot. Sorry, 1 second. Let me check.
One other thing I've learned from this kit is I really don't like working out of bags. I much prefer to kit up in the storage containers, but this works fine for travel. I didn't bring any storage containers with me.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm not loving working from bags.
I'm sorry.
So to anyone who does, kudos to you.
Yeah, bags are not for me either. So, sorry, crisis averted. I found the problem child here. So I'm gonna swap this over really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is number 8. Okay. So the first one that I abandoned ship on was a kit from a company that is no longer open. The company is DIY Moon Shop, and it was shortly after they had made some big changes to their manufacturer. And I started on this kit. What was the name of it? Like Foxy something. It was by the artist Leoba Bruckner, and I did the first row of it, and the colors were so off. They were so bad that I just was like, this is all wrong. The skin tones were terrible. And so I took a bunch of pictures, and I tested out a couple of their kits from DIY Moon Shop so I could send them this really like thoughtful and well written out like list of here's what I'm noticing. At the time I thought surely they want to know.
Yeah.
Surely like they just aren't realizing how bad this is, and once they see these pictures and have I don't know, maybe I was just really naive. I was like, since I'm the one that's they don't have time to sit down and diamond paint all these, maybe they just don't know. No, they ended up not really, they kind of blew me off, and they went out of business, I think, in large part because of this kind of thing. But they sent me replacements. Funnily enough, those replacement kits are still in the packaging, in like the special wrap and everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna do like I don't know, excavated kit unboxing someday of that one and one other one. But I'm never gonna go back to that one that I did the row on and was like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna go back to that.
Okay.
The other one that I tabled indefinitely is my very first cross stitch conversion project.
Oh.
Was Dragon Race into that. I did a video on this situation where it was, I ordered from the shop that everyone seemed to be recommending ordering from, but the canvases ended up being really poor quality double-sided adhesive, and the drills ended up being really poor quality acrylic diamonds. And I powered through the first whole like quarter of it and sent a bunch of feedback to that shop. Never got a response. Saw a ton of other people having issues with the shop, and they shut their doors. So I'm like, I don't know, am I cursed? Like, what's going on here? And I could see myself picking back up that chart and trying to redo it again, but never with those materials. But I don't know.
Your time is valuable, and if you are starting a kit and it's starting out bad.
Yeah. There have been other kits that I've been like, I'm not enjoying working on this, but I've just on sheer force of will and stubbornness been like, I just want to finish it, and nothing's going to stop me from finishing it. But I always just feel annoyed with the kit when I'm done with it when I do that.
No, I don't have any complaints about Autumn Waterfall. The drills were good quality, the canvas was good quality, so I didn't have any complaints that way. And it was a nice rendering. It just wasn't it's beautiful, but I didn't enjoy doing it.
Yeah, like for subjective reasons.
Right.
Yeah. And even that, I would still say, like, don't feel guilty about being like, I'm not going to work on this anymore.
Well, the nice thing is my daughter-in-law loves it and would like to have it. So,
that's
I'm going
so
to gift it to her.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would end up rolled up under my bed with the rest of mine.
Right.
Diamond paintings, like mother, like daughter.
Right. Just totes of rolled up diamond paintings under the bed. Yep. Well, I mean, I can't bring myself to get rid of them. There's not really a market for selling finished ones. Like every once in a while I see people do that.
I need some more wax.
I know some people just, this kills me. This would kill my soul. There are some people that they finish the kit and they throw it away. And I get it, but I also am like,
Right
like,
on that time. I've heard donating kits, finished or unfinished, to nursing homes are really appreciated. There are residents that don't have family or visitors to hang in their rooms, or to give as prizes, or to do as crafts.
That is really sweet. Kind of like warms up the space a little bit. Makes it feel a little bit more
Why is
cozy.
there cat hair on my putty?
I wonder why. Oh my gosh. So last week in my WIP and Chat, I did ask people if they had any questions they wanted to ask you. Well, first I asked, do you want my mom to come join me like she often does? And it was a resounding yes. There were so many people that were like, yes, we love when your mom comes on, like, please have her come on. So I was like, well, of course I'm gonna have her on too. So and then there were a few different people that had some questions they were curious to hear from you on. Can I ask some of them?
Of course.
Okay, cool. By the way, several people also said, they were like, oh, because I'd mentioned that Dad was coming out too. Several people were like, oh, Papa Washi should come on and talk as well. And my dad is just way too shy for that.
Yeah, he wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't. Even if it were not well past his bedtime.
Yeah, he is on strict Ohio time, 9 o'clock bedtime. Well, that's not true, because that would be 6 o'clock here.
And then everything went out the window with the time change.
And then he got sick.
And he got sick. It's just been an unusual
Yeah.
trip after all, but we're having
That's okay.
making the most of it.
Enjoying the company.
Exactly. So the first question is from Gail, who said, are you planning to shop the Black Friday sale from DAC or other brands? Or are you just trying to focus on what's in your stash?
I am pretty good. I don't have a huge stash, and I'm pretty good about only buying what I love. I probably will find something to love on Black Friday. So,
maybe you'll be lucky and it'll be something that I have as a sneak peek.
that's true. I do most of my shopping from Katie's stash. Not all of it, because our styles are different. But I will have to say yes. I won't get caught up in the craziness. But I will shop Black Friday. Yes.
Yeah. And even like, I'll be sure to keep you posted what I see that might be your taste from like other small shops. Like, if Diamond Delights runs a sale, or Jada Gem Shop, or Unimate. Like, there's all these amazing small shops.
And I usually do check them out.
Yeah. You're good about, you're like me. You're like, I'm going to try to support small shops too. Shop small. But you know, you're just saying earlier, you're like, well, shoot, I haven't been buying from DAC enough to even be above the first tier of the rewards program. It's like, well, you do shop my stash mostly, so that's probably part of it. But,
Katie's also been very generous with me.
well, I'm just happy that it's a hobby we share together.
Yes.
So I'm happy to. You're doing me a favor, really. Because I'm like, I need to clear out space. There's too much. There's too much. Yeah, I'm on a budget, and so do you need help?
No,
Or
it just
pop and go
popped a
flying.
drill up in the air.
Happens.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm used to. We just find those everywhere. Sometimes Adam will he'll just walk up to me and just hold it out to me.
Yeah. Sounds like my husband.
Okay, next, Pamela asked, well, she said first, please have Mama Washi join. I'd love to hear about her favorite small shops and tools.
I don't have a lot of experience with small shops. The ones that I've shopped have been Munimade and Jada Gem Shop. Who makes these trays? Firefly. Like those trays. I'm just starting to look at pens and accessories.
I was supposed to go through my pens and see if there were any.
That's
Okay. You want to shop my
and
pens.
I like Randy's Crafty Corner putty. But I've not shopped a lot of them, and I also watch reviews, and if they don't get an excellent review, I'm not going to shop them. So that's all I have. So far, I've been happy with the shops that I've had, the experiences I've had.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have a lot of really good shop owners with really solid quality products in the community. Strand here. The next question was from Jennifer W., who said, I'd love to hear the state of Mama Washi's stash and to know if she's worked on any canvases that were just amazing recently.
Yes.
What's the state of your stash?
My stash is about 20, and it stresses me just a little bit because I think 18 of those 20 I absolutely love and want to do.
That's such a good thing, though. The fact that, like, you know that you really love those.
Yes.
But I can understand being stressed by that, too.
And what was my absolute, well, I don't know, I've had a lot of favorite things. I did a cat fedora, The Apprentice from Jada Gem Shop that I loved so much. I said I almost wanted to buy it again and do it again. I just finished another cat fedora from Unimade that I really love. I have it hanging. When I finish a piece, I hang it in my dining room, which is my craft room, and I leave it hanging until the next piece I finish. So I don't hang it on the wall. I mean, I don't hang them as artwork, but I at least enjoy it for the next couple of months. So those are two that I loved. I did a Christmas one last year. I'm really bad with the artist. It was the same artist that did. It was the Christmas tree and the fireplace and the quilt.
It wasn't Sierra Marcetti, was it?
I don't remember. I'm terrible with names. And I'm really excited about. I have two Bonnie White pieces that I'm really excited to do.
We should work on Bonnie White kits at the same time.
Yeah.
That would be cute. I don't own a Bonnie White kit yet.
Oh.
Because I kind of keep waffling on which one I would want to do. I actually like a lot of her fall and Halloween ones, but like that season is over now.
Yeah, she's got two really pretty fall and Halloween ones. She has a couple of winter ones that are really pretty too.
True. Maybe if Diamond Art Club does a really good Black Friday sale, and if there's any in stock.
Yeah, one of mine I had to buy. It was out of stock, and when I got notified when it was back in stock.
I remember that one.
Yeah,
Keeping
that was
an eye
the
out.
Balloons Over America or something like that.
Yeah.
But that's a summer scene, so I won't do that next. I want to do something seasonal.
Gotcha. And do you feel like you want to try to keep your stash around that 20 kit mark at most? Or are you kind of like, if you really love it, you'll just expand as needed?
I will hold fast to keeping my stash, I'll say below 30.
Okay.
So I have some room to shop yet.
Yeah.
Like I just got the potion shop.
Yeah, potion room. I was waffling a little bit because I was like, well, I really, really do love this one, but I also am thinking, it's very likely there's going to be even more Halloween kits that come out for like next year's Halloween. And when Mom, she looked at my de-stash list and she was like, oh, I was kind of hoping you might de-stash potion room. And I was like, okay, yes, like I'll de-stash that one to you. That's fine.
I had it in my cart. And I was looking for what else to buy to get to free shipping, and it sold out.
That was a really popular one.
I love it.
Yeah. That's really colorful too.
Yes.
And real cutesy. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm really behind on. I can't remember exactly what Lisette's. We were just talking about Lisette earlier because she was live for her 5-year anniversary on YouTube, and she's really, really disciplined and strict with herself about how many kits she'll let herself have in her stash. And I don't know. I don't remember if she has like a hard ceiling or if it's more just like she's always keeping herself accountable for it. And I admire that restraint because I tend to be more of I'm in a very different position because I'm sent so many kits. I'm extremely, extremely fortunate for that. But I don't really buy kits right now. But it's like if there's something that I really, really, truly love, like if there's another Hades and Persephone kit that comes out tomorrow, then it's like, well, whatever my max is, like I'm still going to make an exception if it's like I would be really, really sad.
Right.
If I missed out on that. But I feel like I've gotten a lot better about defining what that is and narrowed that and made it a lot more focused so that it's not... Like, I can say no to a lot more than I used to be able to.
Used to have a little bit of FOMO.
Yeah. I think a lot of us either did or do. It's, you know.
It's okay.
It's hard not to. I know I have like a collector mentality sometimes and the like, but what if it gets discontinued? And then it's like, you know what?
There will be more.
There's more. There's always going to be more. So. Okay. Let's see what the next question was. This is from another Jennifer. This is from Jennifer Z, and actually relates to something that you just said. So she said, "Yeah, Mama Washi, I'd love her to come and join you if she wants. Both of you exude such joy when you're together." I hope that joy is still coming through, even though I'm a frog and my mom's a little horse too.
Yes.
We're very happy. We're overjoyed. Her question was, does Mama Washi also seasonally diamond paint?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that brings me joy.
And you don't really want to work on like a wintry kit in the middle of summer.
No.
Or I don't know. I feel like a lot of spring and summery kits, I don't like that's harder to define for me. It's like when I work on a beach scene any time of year if I were a scenery person, just because maybe that's because I live in Southern California. It's like I can go to the beach any time of year. But like a kit that has a lot of flowers or something that you might think of as a spring kit, I wouldn't feel restricted to doing that painting in spring. If that makes sense?
Yes.
So.
And a lot of fantasy kits don't really have a season.
Yeah.
So you could do those anytime.
Would you ever do like a Christmas in July kind of thing, or
I would.
Just kind of one of those like event type. You haven't really done a lot of events.
I did Summer with the Masters, and I did Drills and Chills last year and this year.
There's a lot of other events that go on too, but I can understand not wanting to.
It takes me about 2 months to do a big piece.
A lot of events don't have finish requirements for what it's worth.
And I only keep one WIP at a time.
Right.
So those two things limit me. I went to a Christmas event.
Lindsay's doing an event called Jingle Drills, which she hosts every year. I don't remember if I don't think she has a new start, I can't remember, but you could always just informally participate. Did I tell you that I'm thinking of putting together and hosting a new event sometime in earlier in the year?
No. What would it be?
TBD, but I have been talking to a friend.
Oh, there's more.
And we're in the very early brainstorming phases of it, but I'm extremely optimistic because as soon as she brought it up to me, I was like, okay, I think that's it. Like, that's the kind of thing I want to host. And I don't want to say it here. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
And then I think she initially brought it up to me just to be like, oh, hey, you said you were thinking, because I mentioned in my Patreon and YouTube memberships vlog that I was considering it. And she said, oh, I have this idea because you were saying you liked kind of this theme, but didn't want it to be this thing. And here's this, thought that came to mind. And I was like, oh, I love that. Also, were you interested in co-hosting with me? Because I'd love to do an event with you. That would be amazing. And also, I didn't know if you brought it up with that in mind. She's like, oh, I don't think she had that necessarily in mind, but she was really excited when I brought up potentially coasting it. So it's possible it might not like totally work out. It's really early on, but I don't know. I think you would probably have something that would work.
Okay.
But anyway, there's no pressure. You don't have to participate in my stuff just because you're my mom. I promise I'm not that kind of person.
No.
Okay. The next question was from Heather, who said, as some ideas, things she's curious about, holiday traditions. What are your favorite color, least favorite colors to diamond paint? So holiday traditions, like I'm thinking like Halloween or Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Christmas, I am a big baker. And I bake lots of cookies, as in like 100 dozen or more. And I give those away to lots of people, and that makes me really happy. So that's my Christmas. That's my big Christmas tradition. I used to make cards, but now I diamond paint. So I don't send homemade Christmas cards anymore.
Yeah. Like a lot of people don't do Christmas cards anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just sad, but. And then what about colors? Are there any colors that you love or hate to diamond paint?
I prefer lighter colors over dark. Not necessarily pastels, but brights or lights.
These are kind of pastel.
Yeah.
They're just more generally lighter.
And I prefer colorful, so lots of colors. But I don't have a real favorite or a certain color family that I like.
Okay. And after doing Autumn Waterfall, you're like, no earth tones, no
Yeah, I guess I don't really like earth tones.
dark colors.
Yeah.
That makes sense. It's funny, up till this year, I would have, and it's still like almost as a rule, bless you, almost as a rule, I would say that I don't like working with dark colors as much.
Okay.
But then like some of my favorite kits that I've completed this year had really dark colors.
Yes.
Like Underworldly Romance,
Yeah.
where I injured my shoulder working on it at the retreat. And then before that, like Dark Lilith, like those had a lot of really dark colors, but I just completely didn't care because the artwork
Yeah.
was amazing. So I don't know. Let's see. Robin asked, well, she said first, I would love to see Mama Washi and WIP and Chat. I always love those videos. I would love to know more about what drew her to diamond painting and what kinds of kits she likes to do.
Katie is what drew me to diamond painting. I used to make cards, and I had quite an extensive supply. I think I liked collecting the supplies, like most of us crafters do. A lot of that, I made a lot of cards for my mom. And my mom passed away a few years ago, and I just kind of gradually lost my joy. So Katie was into diamond painting. I didn't lose all my joy. I just lost my joy with card making. And Katie was into diamond painting, and I thought, let me just try this. And I got hooked right away. It's relaxing. I used to cross stitch. I used to scrapbook. But
You're crafty. You're very much a DIYer.
Yes, I am a crafty person.
And you tried diamond painting once a few years before, but I think that was still when you were more into doing cards and Grandma was alive at the time. Yeah. So I wonder if, just sort of you came back around to it. I mean, that was a little bit different too. We were doing like the special drill projects,
true.
like the giant gemstones. That was kind of different.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is such a natural crossover craft from cross stitch.
And I like it because you don't have to, like cross stitch, you're always counting. You can't put it down for a minute and come back to it. Diamond painting, you can carry on a conversation and just go back and look for your symbol, and you don't have to count anything. And it's so pretty.
It's really pretty. And it's like, because I've gotten into cross stitch as kind of a side hobby to diamond painting more recently. And where was I going with that? Oh, it takes like a little bit more planning and coordination. It's like, if you're gonna run out of floss or thread like in a spot, then you have to figure out like what path you're kind of gonna take or whatever. It's different than diamond painting where it's like you're just picking up the stones and placing them. There's no extra coordination or planning necessarily involved. But I have nearby my current cross stitch WIP. I'm just gonna show briefly because I don't want this isn't going to turn into a multi-craftual channel. It's just going to be I've said before, it's just one of those I'll kind of do on the side. But I started my new cross stitch project, and here's how's this going to be oriented? I think this way. This is my current progress on it. It's going to be a dragon on top of a pile of books, and this is the bottommost book. And so, yeah, I've been making slow progress on this one, but it's one of those things that's nice to have for me, it's like a couch craft.
Yeah.
Like I can go and sit on the couch and just hang out in the living room where I can't really set up with a diamond painting over there.
Oh, static.
Oh no. I have dryer
Look at
sheets.
the static in this bag.
Do you want dryer sheets? I have. Where'd I put that bag?
You just have them. You've got some right down.
Oh, right here.
Got the whole sheet.
This is, I have this bag if you want.
I think I need it for this. This is pretty bad.
You just want a square?
Yeah.
You need another one. Dryer sheets save the day. I think I'm due for more Sudafed. Oh my gosh, this congestion. So annoying.
Sorry.
That's okay. What was the other part of the question? Oh, what kinds of kits do you like to do?
Like I said, I like colorful kits with a lot of different things going on. Not just one figure, but books and shelves and animals and people and quilts, and I like active, lots of different things, and colorful.
Yeah. It's nice that you're kind of honing in on what you like.
Yes.
And you can kind of plan accordingly with what you have in your stash and what you prioritize working on. All right, I think this is the last one from Mary, who said, really enjoy Mama Washi.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
So sweet. Would love to know if she has anything that would have her pass on a certain kit, even if she loves the image.
If I loved the image.
What if it were, like the size, the rendering?
Oh, if the rendering weren't good, I would pass. Mm-hmm. If I didn't like the rendering. If I loved the artwork and I liked the rendering, I probably would do it if I wanted to. If I loved the artwork, I probably would do it.
So things like, because I'm probably pretty similar, things like drill shape, size, color count, it's kind of...
Yeah, that'd be all okay.
Yeah. That makes sense. I'm pretty similar too. But like Autumn Waterfall, you loved the image, but now you also, there were parts of it that made you go, okay, I love this, but there wasn't enough actually going on. And there are certain parts of the color palette that didn't really work.
Yes.
For you?
That is true. But if I loved the artwork, I mean, I plowed through, I did it, and it is beautiful. So.
But would you do it again?
No. Would not do it again.
Yeah. That's tough to kind of figure out, like, where those lines are.
And I really don't like a dark black background. Like, if there were a lot of black, because I really don't love doing 310s.
That makes sense.
So that I'd probably rule. I do rule things out when I see that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I tend to be one that, if I love the artwork, then I'll do it. But I've gotten a little bit more picky, and typically drill shape doesn't matter. It doesn't really factor in, like, round or square drill. If I love the artwork, it's not going to stop me.
Yeah.
But if it's artwork that I'm, like, just the tiniest bit on the fence with, it's like if it's a really large canvas and if it's square drills, then that may factor in. But I mean, that used to be more of a thing when I would get kits that I wasn't necessarily obsessed with. But now it's like I'm almost exclusively only getting kits that like the artwork is have to have it or I'll cry.
Yeah.
And then it's like none of the other stuff matters. But yeah, it used to be that it was like if I really liked the artwork and I could see myself doing it as a diamond painting, then it was like, well, I'm more likely to buy it if it's a small round drill kit versus if it was a large square drill kit. But
and I don't necessarily love everything by a certain artist. So I wouldn't buy something just because it was by an artist that I liked.
I used to do that. Like I used to be a little bit of a collector and be a little bit like I wanted to have everything that came out from a particular artist. Like right now I actually have all of the kits that Diamond Art Club has released by the artist Marigona Suli, but they've only come out with like 5. And I know that if they keep releasing kits from her, which I'm sure they will, they seem to sell really well. I've already made myself come around to the idea that it's okay if I don't get everyone because not everyone is going to be my style.
Yeah.
And I'm never actually going to get to every single one. And I was that way with Margaret Morales at first, where it was last Black Friday or 2 Black Fridays ago when they first debuted her artwork and they had 3 pieces from her. And I got one as a sneak peek. I was freaking out excited about it because it had a dragon in it too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I lost my ever-loving mind. Like I mean, I probably scared Adam with the screech I screamt. I was really excited about stuff. But then pretty quickly I was like, okay, they've released at least a dozen or more images from her, and I've just gone, it's okay. Not everything is gonna be something that I need to have or that I'm gonna want to do, and that's okay. But there are some people that they're like, no, I have every single Yume art kit that ever has been produced, or I have every single the Richard Lorenz birds, you know, the crazy birds.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll tell you what, Lorenz fans there's nothing like them. I love it. I love it. I love their excitement and passion for these crazy birds. If you love it, I love it for you with no sass at all. Like it's not for me, but I love how happy and excited it makes other people. And I feel like that's the one artist that I see the most of collectors being like, I have every Lorenz bird. I have every single piece that Diamond Art Club has ever released from this artist. I don't know if I've ever seen another artist with that level of fervor.
Fandom.
Yeah. But it's really cute. I love that there's something that people clearly connect with about that. Yeah. I think that was it. I meant to spend some time figuring out, because last week I talked about at some point wanting to try to narrow down, like, who would I say my top 3 favorite artists that you can get as diamond paintings are. I didn't do that, and I still don't think I could do it on the fly, because it would be really, really hard to narrow down to just 3, because I can immediately name off several that I really love off the top of my head, but like, who would be truly the like can't live without artists? So I guess a sort of related question is just, I mean, we've talked about this before, but who are some of your, you don't have to narrow it down, but who are some of your favorite diamond painting artists?
Kat Fedora.
Yeah.
Bonnie White. I think I said that. Who did Books and Nooks? Is that you?
May.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And I can't remember the artist of the Christmas one I did last year and loved.
Was that the Nativity one
No,
or the
not
Three
the
Kings one?
I didn't do the Three Kings. I still have that.
Okay. Shoot, I'm blanking on which one you did. I'm so sorry.
It was similar to the Christmas room that you did, and it might have been the same artist. It was a little smaller. It had a dog in it.
Oh, was it Susan Wingate?
I can't remember the name.
I remember it was a Joann's exclusive, and yeah, it was a smaller one. I remember getting it from Joann's. I'm trying to remember the name of it.
It wasn't that small. I mean, it was
Right.
Okay.
But it wasn't like, 70 by 90
No.
kind of giant monstrosity. I remember that one. I'm trying to remember who the artist was. Okay. Yeah. That was a really cute one.
Yeah.
Cute little dog. There you go. Well, we're coming up on the end of our time. We've been chatting for, I think, not quite an hour. I think like 50 minutes or 55 minutes or something. Is there anything else? I want to make sure we don't forget.
I enjoy these I look forward to Monday morning WIP and Chats, because sometimes I usually don't talk to Katie on the weekend because I know things are busy with the kids. So I kind of get to catch up with her then too. And I read the comments, and I just think it's such an incredible, supportive community.
It really is. It really is. I feel really, really thankful for everyone that watches my videos, whether they're lurkers or takes the time to comment, because you know how they say that you can 99 positive comments and 1 negative one, and the tendency is to immediately forget all of the positive things, and all you can think about is the negative thing. And that happens to me sometimes, and I have to give myself that reality check and just be like, Katie, get it together. Look at all of the the really positive and helpful and encouraging community that is here, and the people that we really are here because we love the craft and are just here to share it with other people with no ulterior motives, and no there's not a negativity there. It's just we're just here for the joy of getting to craft together. So
that's what I love.
Yeah, so I have to just give myself that reality check sometimes, because the positive just so far outweighs any of the other stuff. So I'm thankful for it too. I'm trying to think, has there been anything you've loved? Because at the end of my WIP and Chats, I usually do my reading, watching, listening to. Are there been any books lately that you've been reading, or any shows or movies you've watched that you've really loved and want to share about?
I watch Grey's Anatomy and Call the Midwife. Those are my shows. I haven't gotten into any new shows yet, but I need some. I read a lot of fiction.
You're really good about, you read ebooks, right?
I read ebooks, yep. I'm reading one now, The Book of Lost Names. And it's during World War II. I think they're hiding. I'm just getting into it, but I think it's going to be about the underground in France in World War II. It's fiction.
Yeah.
I read fiction.
Historical fiction.
I like historical fiction.
Yeah.
I don't like murder mystery, but I read a lot.
Yeah. You don't use, have you heard of Goodreads? It's I don't use it either, but a lot of people that read use it it's like reading in social media. Okay. It's for readers specifically, and you can rate and review books that you've read, and you can connect with other people, and they can see books you're interested in reading, or books that, how you've rated different books, and get a sense for if our tastes match in this one thing, and they said they like this other book, maybe I should go check out this book.
That sounds like something I would like.
Well, I bet there will be a ton of people in the comments clamoring to help you out, or being if you start a Goodreads, let me know so I can connect with you on there. I have a couple of friends that I bet would, because like I said, I don't use it myself because I don't read enough traditional publishing enough to get into it, but I'm sure Kate or Michaela would be more than happy to help you if you wanted to.
I think I will look into that, because I do read a lot. I probably, on average, read 2 to 3 books a week.
Yeah.
So
always reading.
Yep.
Does Dad do mostly physical books, or does he do any ebooks?
He's been doing some ebooks, but he mostly does physical books.
Okay.
And he will read. has some favorite authors, and he will read the same book over. He'll go up to our library and bring down a book that he read, 4 years ago or 2 years ago, and read the same books over and over.
I do that too, or I did when I read a lot more traditional books. I have a ton of books that I have read a lot of times, but I did the same thing. I would reread this. There's some people that never reread books.
Oh yeah, I reread books.
I reread. That was my bread and butter.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you for hanging out with me in this WIP and Chat today. It's always so much fun.
Yes.
And thank you to all of you guys for always making my mom feel super welcome.
It warms my heart.
Yeah. I'm glad that we're able to make it happen, and we get to see each other in person every 2 or 3 months, and so we'll see. We're still figuring out what the holidays are going to look like, and it doesn't always work out like at Christmas to necessarily do a video together, but if we can, we will.
Sounds good.
So what do you think? Do you have a favorite emoji or anything that you want people to share here at the end? Something related to your kit maybe, or something about what we've talked about?
Oh, I always do heart emojis for everybody.
Heart emojis.
When I'm
How about a heart emoji? It can be any heart emoji. You can pick your favorite color or just something that's making you smile. And let us know what you were working on today and how you're doing. I almost got through kitting up this whole kit. I just have 2 colors left, so I'll finish it after we call it here. But when you made it,
and I just started this. I'm only about halfway done, so I guess saying it took me an hour was not true. But
maybe there's more conveying in that one. Who knows?
Yeah, I've been talking.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Well, subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I do these weekly WIP and Chats on Monday mornings and have a playlist of past WIP and Chats going all the way back to 2020. If you want some more company while you're crafting, I like to just pull out a playlist and go sometimes and just let it roll. Also, I do reviews and unboxings from a variety of different companies and other diamond painting related stuff. So subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you everyone for watching. We hope you're doing really, really well, and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.